Word, word, word. Okay. Now I have to sign into a chat room. Let's do it. I think we are live. I just working out these kinks real quick. I haven't gone live in a hot second, so I'm just live chat. All messages will appear here. Cool. I wanna. Just want to make sure that we are live. Okay, we are live. I wanna. Okay, cool. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that we're all dandy. First time going live, first live stream. I am also missing my camera, so I will grab that here in just a second. Where's my mouse here? There we are. Sweet. All right, just connecting here. All right, and then yeah, let me just grab my camera here real quick. Webcam. Add a new source. And then video capture camera. Yeah. Is it being used by another properties? Hello? A little confused here. There we are. Hi, what up? We are here on stream. I have a lot going on here, so let me just figure out what all of this is real quick. Webcam. Not what I meant to grab. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, is this the chat? That's cool. Okay. Dude, sorry, I am just gonna set all this up on stream right now. um, First time here. I'm new. The fact that I cannot change where my webcam is currently at is kind of nuts to me, but that's okay. Cool. Yeah, this is sick. I'm gonna definitely come back at this another time. Let me turn off my camera real quick. Like, this overlay is cool. I may just make one for myself. Because then webcam can go at the top. Webcam group. Yep. Can I... Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. Okay, transform. Edit. The one thing with this, though, is I cannot grab my webcam. And I don't exactly know how to do that or what's going on here. So we're gonna... That's properties. Um... Hmm. That's cropping face cam. I don't want to do that, though. I'm kind of confused on why I can't move this. Like, I can move everything else, which is just fine. I cannot move that, which sucks. Okay, we're gonna just get rid of the live overview at the moment. I can't do anything with this. This is stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't realize that this wasn't set up. Wait, I want to see. Okay. We'll just rock with this for now. Alrighty, what up? First live stream of doing this. I think this is gonna be super sick. Um, can't wait for this. Wait, is my camera locked? That's no. The fact that I cannot move my camera is really pissed me off. Because I want to be able to get this to where you guys could see everything. Do I just add another one? Add another source? I don't think so. I think we just gotta run with it for how it is, and then that's just something that we could fix next stream, which will be okay. Yeah, I don't want to waste time fixing my screen here. This is basically a live stream for producers to ask producer questions. I know that, like, jumping into tutorials is not a lot of fun, especially when you're looking for something very specific. So that's why I wanted to do this. I also just want to make sure that the chat's working. Yeah. And then we'll fix webcam and everything like that next stream. Use preset. Can I edit this? Wait. Did I figure it out? Nope. No, I did not. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of hop into this like a project until we get questions rolled through. And we can just dive in on whatever the question is and what we want to do. We're gonna do Shoreline. This is a track that I am writing with a couple of friends of mine. I think it's super sick. I sent off one of them is having a baby here soon, and I want harmonies from him and his wife. So I don't think I'm gonna be getting that. That's the first time I've ever received that error message. All my samples are gone. Wait, hello? Don't save. Every single one of my samples is gone. File could not be opened. Please tell me that's not corrupt. That would suck. Is there a problem with my Dropbox here? I'm wondering. Yeah, this is bizarre. Okay, we're gonna relaunch Ableton real quick. Then we should be able to dive into these questions once they start rolling through. Maybe Ableton just needed to restart. So what it's looking like at the moment. Just reload. There we are. There we are. Everything's here. Cool.
Dim the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here. And I know the way that it should be. So you and I let's take a walk on the shoreline, 'cause you know it's all new. Even if we're not far, you and I don't feel like going cold wind. It's hitting on the coast when it rolls. I want you to see open my eyes. I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I in the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negative. I know the way that it should be. So you and I
That's part of the entire song right here.
take out, I'm going to break out everything you hide now, everything you hide now. I'm going to put your cold, it's so cold in my heart, 'cause I want you closer now. I want you closer now. In the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis.
Very big progress. But I'm loving the vibe of this. And I have just had a really hard time writing the drop for it. And the melodic element of kind of bridging these together. So I wanted to kind of, I don't know. I don't know what my ideas are specifically for this, but this harmony is so sick.
I want you close tonight.
I'm gonna have them harmonizing on that, and so we're gonna just do like a huge vocal stack, which I think is gonna be super sick. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just hop into this drop here. Yeah, and then we'll just dive into producer questions when they roll through. Really, please ask me anything. I don't, I don't care how new you are to music production or not. Like, I want to be able to help you and work with you on whatever it is that you're looking for. So yeah, just please ask away. We will pause immediately on my the project or whatever I'm working on at the moment. We'll just dive into what you're asking specifically, and yeah, get to work. I think it'll be super sick and a lot of fun to work on that stuff with you guys. Let's hop into this here real quick. I just want to make sure. I'm really procrastinating, but that's okay. That's what I normally do. Like if a specific part that I'm wanting to focus on, which is this, I will mix everything down, so I don't have to touch that. We'll kind of do it for now, but.
Lights, see the way should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you made. Cause you know it's all due in time.
These vocals are really boxy. What's happening here? I think that's why I've been having such a hard time mixing this, I feel like.
And the lights see the way it should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here. I know the way that it should be. It's you and I. So take a walk on the line, cause you know it's all due in time. Even if we're outside, you and I. Don't you let go in the cold wind, sitting on the coast when it's rolling. I want you to see.
That is exactly what that needed.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way that it should be. Dim the lights, see.
Like right now, it's like super muddy.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way.
Then that gives us a little bit more leeway.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be photosynthesis.
On more pronunciation.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way that.
It'll just make it a lot more present throughout the mix here, so.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be photosynthesis and the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here. And I know that it should be. It's you and I. Still walk on the shoreline, cause you know it's all due in time. Dim the lights, see the way it should be be photosynthesis in the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here. And I know the way that it should be. It's you and I. Take a walk on the shoreline, 'cause you know it's all doing time, even if we're not far.
Cool. I really like this this guitar stack that we have on this here.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here. And I know the way that it should be. It's you and I. Let's take a walk on the shoreline, 'cause you know it's all doing time, even if we're not far. You and I. Don't you let go in the cold wind, sitting on the coast we're rolling. I want you to see open. And I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees.
Okay, so this needs to be a lot calmer.
And I don't want to settle for that it should. And I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should. And I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees.
I think it'd be super sick if we had like.
And I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees.
I think we need to fix this a little bit. We're gonna.
And I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I dim the light. I don't settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see for the trees. I know. I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know that it should be.
Why is that so off key?
I don't want to settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know that it should be. You and I do the right thing, the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negatives.
Why is this so off key? What the heck is going on here? I love adding vocoders underneath vocals because they really feel like it brings out a lot of problems. what's going on here though. Hold on. Oh, is it the vocal synth? Sounds so sick. Where? Yeah, wavetable position. Hello? This is basic shapes. Why is this not? I don't know. This is sick. Hold on. Cool.
Dreams. I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I in the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negative. I know the way that it should be. Let's take a walk on the shoreline.
That's mint.
I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I.
Okay, and then we just need like a really, really simple string, kind of like fluttering almost. We do Omnisphere. For strings, I do kind of go back and forth between Omnisphere and Serum. You can get some really cool string sounds out of Serum. Let's do scoring organic. And then strings. Textural, maybe?
I don't wanna settle for.
Not texture. Let's do vintage. I don't know. I want maybe cellos.
I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the. I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I in the light.
Yeah, I think that would be cooler for the strings.
I know the way that it should be. You and I I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I.
That's so aggressive. Let's change the octave up one.
I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I in the light. I don't.
It's like a. Maybe we do jump into. Let me just make sure that this chat is working and that I'm seeing it. That would be kind of. I would feel really bad if people were asking me questions. Me. Sorry, I'm on my laptop. Give me just a second. Ask me any collection questions and. Face. Okay, cool. And I did get. Let's go. Cool. Just wanted to double check. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. We may actually be able to get a better result out of serum. Which I know sounds weird, but the multi-sample has some really sick string options. I love this cello one. And this can get moved. And once you start adding some effects to it, like reverb, so now we map the velocity to the level, and so when we play notes, we can also add in like a random. And this will wait. Hold on. I'm forgetting what the is. It adds like it's just called velocity. So then we could add like randomness to this. And for this string, I think we're gonna I want that to sweep up. I think it's just a little too stagnant. Just hitting super quickly. Like, kind of want it to bow almost, like softer and then louder as you go. So then we can add some.
For the trees, I know the way that it should be. You and I do know. And I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should. And I don't wanna settle for dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be.
Let's.
I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to.
So then you could add in like another, I don't know, we could add in another string here and kind of blow it up a little bit more.
I know the way that it should be. You and I do the light see. And I don't wanna settle for a field.
I wonder if we just mute these.
And I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees.
There we go. And we could take out these low notes. That sounds sick.
I don't wanna settle for a field of dreams. I need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I do the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the light, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis.
Okay, sweet. So we're gonna listen to this from the start, and then we're gonna figure out how to bring the kind of the break vocals and the harmonies into this and make a drop out of it. I'm gonna be using kind of the drop that we currently have in place at the moment as building blocks, but yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult here. what happens.
Like see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negatives. I know the way that it should be. You and I never thought that it would be so clear the way that you and I got here, and I know the way that it should be. So you and so take a walk on the shoreline, 'cause you know it's all through time. Even if we're not fine, you and don't you let go in the cold wind, sitting on the coast when it's rolling. I want to see hope in my eyes, and I don't want to settle for field dreams. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I dim the lights, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis in the negatives. I know the way that it should be. And I know the way that it should be. I know the way that it should be. You and I know the way that it should. I know the way that it should be. You and I in the negatives. I know the way that I know the way in the negatives. I know the way that I know the way that it should. I know the way that it should be. I know the way that I know the way that it should be. The forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I do know. I know the way that
I did some of these vocals here. I really enjoyed singing to the song, so I just wanted to record it.
I know the way that it should be. You and I know, I know, I know the way that I know, I know. I know the way, I know the way that it, I know the way that it should be. I know the way that it should be. You and I know the way that it should be. You and I know the way that it should be. You and
There we go. So now.
I know the way that it should be. You and I know the way that it should be. I know the way that I know the way for the trees. I know the way that it should be. 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 You and I know the way that it should. I know the way that it should be. For the trees, I know the way that it should be. You and I dim the lights. I know the way that it should be. I know the way that it should be.
We gotta record this one too.
I know the way that it should be.
Alright.
I know the way. No. that it should be negatives. I know, I know, no way that I know, I know the way that I know way. I just need to see the forest for the trees. I know the way that it should be. You and I feel the light, see the way it should be. Focusing.
Okay, cool. So let's now hop into this. So this is where we're going to be going with. So good.
Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything you had now. Everything you had now. I'm going, but you're cold. It's so cold in my hold. 'Cause I want you closer now. I want you closer now.
Alright, so this is the melody that I want to be using for the drop. As I want to make like a counter melody to this because this is just a melody placeholder for harmonies that I thought would be cool here. I do need to raise this a little long. I'm wondering if we add in a little pluck here too. I think we went a little bit too minimal on this, more than I would like. Get the serum here, we can get like a pluck going. Something soft. Maybe. Let me. What other ones do we have here? Raindrops could be fine. Let's try this. That's gross.
Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything you had now. Everything you had now. I'm going to your cold. It's so cold in my hold. 'Cause I want you closer now. I want you closer now. Hold on, take. Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out. Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything you had now. Everything you had now. I'm going, but you're cold. It's so cold in my hold. 'Cause I want you closer now. I want you closer now. Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out.
I'm wondering. I mean, we could kind of keep these here, but I'm wondering if we shorten these.
Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything. Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything you had now. Hold on, take out. I'm going to break out everything you had now. Everything you had now. I'm going to your cold. It's so cold in my heart.
best free software for starting out production. I not free, but yeah, Ableton I would highly recommend. um, it's not free. It's not free.
Hold on, take time. I'm going to break out. Everything you had now, everything you had now. I'm going, but you're cold. It's
I want this a lot more reverby.
now. Everything you had now. I'm going, but you're cold. It's so cold in my hole. 'Cause I want you closer now. I want you closer now.
Let's see here. Actually, I think a serum instead of just a piano would be better. Let's drag this in. Alright, let's see what this kind of sounds like. Maybe the ARP could spit out some cool. Let's take out the two bottom notes. See what Why is our jump? should be. Okay, maybe that's what that needs to be. Um, yeah. Maybe increase the length of these. Is this just? Let's get. What happens if I make these longer? Cool. Let's just spoof this up a little bit. Add in a little bit of reverb. Can't read. That's what I need. me see if this. And this is where we can put the MPE. Yeah, 2 down. Wish that it could show you the note a little easier. Or like where the note is. Now go to the drop here and we can. Wait, hold on. What up, Mr. Wonky? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm we are starting a new endeavor and seeing what happens. This is um doing homework for audio production. Not gonna work some more on tracks, but wanted to ask you what finally unlocked writer's block. Oh, dude, that's a great question. I feel like writer's block for me was always at the expense of like um, comparing myself to other people. Um, I feel like, or like imposter syndrome. I think it was a big one. Um, I think it took a really long time for me to realize that like I'm an individual artist, and as much as I want to look up to everybody else, it's it's really easy to kind of get lost in other people's work when you, as an artist and as a music producer, are somebody that has your own taste and your own style. And so when you begin to kind of separate um, yourself from comparing yourself to other people and just kind of like look at your music as just your music alone, I feel like that breaks a lot of that writer's block. Um, Technically, or like speaking in technical terms of like how I actually go about breaking writer's block if I am stuck on something, is I have like a lot of different tracks that I make that I like, but they're all kind of different from one another and a different vibe. And so it's a lot easier to come and like you know move from a track that you're working on like this to then go to something more dubstep or a lot of times too I'll go to like Splice and just go to a whole bunch of sample packs. Because the sample packs will have like the demos like on them, and so you can kind of listen to the demos. Sound packs are another great option with like loops specifically. Remixing things. Oh, this is a live or a full screen, so I can't do that. But yeah, so like if you go to I don't know, you can go to packs and then I don't know. I scroll through all these packs, and like trying to find inspiration or ideas, but also like just I think that writer's block comes when you're trying to force the sound, or like the when you're trying to force the sound or the song in a different direction than it wants to go. I feel like is when you're really gonna stumble into writer's block. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but that's kind of how I go about writer's block and like trying to get out of that when I am stuck. It doesn't happen a lot anymore. It used to happen all the time. Um, but yeah.
Dim the lights, see the way it should be. Photosynthesis and the negatives I know.
There's nothing wrong. Dude, honestly it felt kind of like the same way. Until I just said fuck it. There's a song. I just want to make sure that this is saved. Um there's a song that I have that is like that. That I made recently actually. I'm trying to remember. I think it is Deathly Spirit that I use sample pack constantly, but I feel like if you're bringing the mindset of changing it or adding to it, I feel like I feel like a lot of people shit on sample packs, and because of that, it is like committing a crime. It feels like, or you're doing something wrong, or like your art's wrong. It sucks. But there's something's disabled here. Um, there's this drop here that I did that is using a lot of sample packs, but like you wouldn't. I don't know if it's gonna be super loud or not. That is so loud. I'm so sorry for blowing out the ears. Holy cow, that is absurdly loud. So like the main lead of this drop right here, or the main bass, is like but like when you're stacking it with other layers. I actually think this is just the same sample put into Serum. It is. We can get different tonalities and different effects on it by like inputting it into the spectral and then doing a lot of the FX tuning on this. But then you start building on top of it. So then it turns into like a whole piece by itself. Because if you take away the layers here, hold on, I think there's something else playing under it as well. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, this guy. So okay. Like you have all those other layers, but it sounds so much different when you take them away. So like I use sample packs a lot now in my dubstep with this, and there's also like Yeah, I've actually been meaning to make a new layering um, kind of video because there's a lot of new stuff that I've been messing around with since then, and mainly using the spectral for all of my sound design. Like almost every single one of these is just a sample drug into this, and then I'm kind of messing around in the spectral, finding the hit for it, and then yeah, like it's I don't know, it's layering now. I'm like, you listen to some of these layers too, and you're like, bro, these are like kind of trash on their own. Like, would be terrible, but without that, it just adds that like chug chug to it. Yeah. But yeah, I think everybody should use samples, sample packs. You have so many available to you, and like everybody's jumping on sample pack train. And so you go to Splice, and there's just like an enormous amount of samples. I think I did when I had to update my computer and download everything. I had like 250 something gigabytes worth of sounds and sample packs that I just like never touched. So I've started curating those and really started using those in my production because yeah, if you gotta have the sounds, you gotta use them. And I love sound pack manipulation. And I feel like too, if you're in that uh, boat where you feel guilty for using a sample pack, honestly, I would encourage you to use a sample pack that much more and like manipulate it so much so that you feel comfortable with it because now it feels like yours. And then that would also start getting you more comfortable with actually using samples as well. But yeah, I actually may work on this drop here. We can kind of dive into some sample layering and processing. I have everything up until a drop for this, so I think this would actually be kind of cool to work on. I'm not feeling super melodic. I thought I was today. Is there? Turn these all down. That's what I turned them on there. Yo, we got multiply sounds here. What up, dude? What's going on? Just about to write a drop. I am stoked for this. Thank you for popping in, saying hello. Let's get. Revenant?
Any last word?
Any last words? Ba, 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 ba. Any, yeah.
Any last words?
Any last words?
Any last words? Any last words? Any last words?
Yeah. It's more of a question.
Any last words? Word. Any last words? Any last words? Any last words?
I'm wondering if I throw on my vocal processing chain that I normally do for like my Costic vocal, if that will sound better. Portal, we got Costic's voice. There it is. Cool. And then you throw these in here.
Any last? Any last words?
Oh my gosh! I completely forgot that I made that song. I should work on that and finish it. I wonder if I could finish that today. Davis's sample pack. Let's I think we should do that. There's a song that I did Demonic Symphony that has yeah, it has a moment in it. We were on a creative trip, and one of the house members wanted to go make a sample pack, so he just went upstairs and just moaned into a microphone for like 30 minutes by himself. And then I made a song with it, which I think is awesome. Where is his? There it is. Yeah, so he did moan, like a whole bunch of moans like this. um, a stupid amount of them, but we have, yeah, I think this is super sick. I need to fix this, or not fix this, but finish it.
We built our world carefully, and it didn't come together all at once. It came slowly, piece by piece, dressed up as progress. We poured light into every corner, buried silence beneath layers of sound, and engineered pleasure to arrive so quickly that the longing for it never had time to mean anything. Every new comfort, quietly dimming the part of us that once knew how to want something real. People moved through their days without ever once having to sit with the unbearable quiet of who they actually were. We told ourselves that was a victory. We told ourselves we were thriving. But somewhere beneath all that, beneath the noise, beneath the glow, beneath the carefully curated version of a life, something was rotting. We were never meant to live this way, but we forgot, and forgetting is the most dangerous thing a person can do.
Thank you for stopping, Boomer. I will, yeah, I will talk to you later. Mr. I'm so glad to hear that. That's one of the biggest reasons I want to start doing these like live streams to talk about production with people. Is because I've been honestly kind of on a slump with having like tutorial content because I'm not exactly sure like what people are wanting to know or learn. And so then like being able to hop in and chat with them gives me direct communication, I guess, of, like, answering questions or, um, you know, trying to figure out what it is people are wanting to know. And so that will kind of help me move in that direction. But would love to make some more YouTube tutorials and content and stuff. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what videos you guys are wanting to look for or wanting help with. I know that there's like a stupid amount of them on YouTube, so I just thought it'd be fun to do like a Q&A kind of thing. Yeah, also don't delete your work. What the heck, man? I think it's so cool to kind of look back at all the songs that you used to make. Um, like my very first song that I ever released is like crazy. Um, but I've always kept it because I thought it was funny. Let me actually, I think that would be really funny to show real quick. It's a tropical house. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, right here. The first song that I ever made is right here. So you have like that, yeah, my first song there, and then come into. Oh, that's so sick. I haven't heard that drop in a couple of months. Unlock 50% of my problems. Dude, so happy to hear that. It makes me so glad that my videos helping you out. Oh, and deleting your song after 2,000 plays. Oh no. Yes, please re-upload it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working hard at doing this. I have a lot of songs actually that I have in the works that I haven't released yet. This is one of them, but I mean, I still need to make a second drop. Um, yeah, man. I'm sorry. I feel like you kind of leave a or like what is that a path. Um, I've no what am I trying to say? It's like you leave behind some type of trail. Um, I guess more so what I'm talking about is just like if you're like with your music, if you just overthink it, just leave it up. It's all right. That project had a certain place and time in your life, and it's time to move on. But I feel like it always deserves some air to breathe, regardless of what that is. You'll always be looking at projects going, "Oh, I wish I would have made that a little bit better. I wish I would have made that a little bit better." But the more you make, the more you just got to move on and keep going to the next project, next idea. Um, I think we may rock this one unless we have something else. Unless anybody wants to see something, but I know Mr. Wonky said that he was going to get to some production stuff. I think I may make a second drop with this. I think that would be fun. Um, drops intimidate the fuck out of me because I hate doing them. I like doing more of the like intro build up kind of stuff, the melodic stuff, and so when it comes to drops, I'm like, oh, move on to the next project. Um, but I think we could work on this one. It is just a little loud for me at the moment. I've always kind of wondered if like I should just get into a duo with somebody and literally just make intros. That's so funny. Top three favorite BPMs, dude. I kind of just sit at like 150. I did do like a drum and bass song ish kind of. That was a little interesting to me. Um, I think I made that actually at 174. I'm not entirely sure. Um, yeah, I'd say 150, 140 for some slower future bass stuff is always a vibe. And then I guess drum and bass 174. All the songs are made in 150 though. Every single one of them that I've ever. Well, once I started like actually understanding how to make music, and I'm not on like the my very first song and stuff, but 150 has always been the one that I stick at. Ba, 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 ba. Do you make a? Do you have a SoundCloud? Because I would be very curious to check out some of your music. 145 is good. 124, 195. Do you make house and like what's it called? It's like futuristic music and cyberpunk. Why am I spacing on this? Synthwave. Like hard synthwave. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. I'm so confused right now. Mid tempo, that's what it was. Thank you. Yes. I love mid tempo. and like that futuristic cyberpunky kind of feel. Absolutely love that. Bass house too. I've also been seeing a lot more pop up, which I really appreciate. I honestly think that now I understand the genre that I'm currently working on, but I feel like the dubstep right now is just full of noise. Um, but yeah, it's just like a one quarter note, like saying same kind of hit thing. Which I'm like, we need more melodic. We need more movement. I think that would be super sick. Ellis Dream, Spotify. Ellis Dream. That's right. Actually, had him pop up on my Instagram the other day. It's kind of more wonky stuff, right? Yeah, that's a fun style of music for sure. I would always watch like the videos for winter tripping. Um, like I don't know. I kind of sit there and they always have that kind of music behind it. It's really cool. It always matched the visuals. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I would appreciate that. Yeah. If there's ever anything that you are curious with production wise, because I know that you had messaged me on TikTok. I think it was. I think it was TikTok. Um, no. It was on YouTube. Yeah, you commented. Um, I really appreciate that. Yeah. If there's ever anything that you want to know, let me know. Because I'd love to. If you feel like you are missing anything, I guarantee you it's not nearly as complicated as it appears. Um, so yeah, just give me a shout, let me know, and I can sit down and do whatever it is. Um, yeah, saw wave and sine wave I can definitely see for sure, especially with that like low minus. There was actually I know Bass Surgeons. I don't know if you have heard of him or not, but he does a lot of the same kind of yeah, he does a lot of the same kind of like illustrative kind of thing. The question I have most, I feel, so the 50% is gain staging. Gain staging is I don't know. My approach. I don't gain stage. I'm gonna be so for real. Um, Everything's kind of like max, but it's the mix that I tackle that allows me to push my songs super loud, if that makes sense. So like, um, yeah, so like no limiters and stuff like that. I'm hitting. So like this is already like decently loud. Oh, I have the master turned down. My bad. Hold on. Holy. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so I'm already hitting that, and then I push it even louder. I have had there was actually a song that I did where I was hitting zero lefts, which was crazy. Um, but I have a lot of this. So, um, we can hit that really fucking loud, and it is just literally limiter stacking. I use a glue compressor here, so uh, the, I had this turned down too, and I'm not entirely sure why. I believe it was because there was some low end problem going into the glue compressor, or there was something that I think this was compressing too much. Um, so I use a limiter into. Oh my gosh, you can't see this. My bad, my bad. Let me just squeeze out here. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the utility I was talking about. So there's a negative 2 dB going into the glue compressor, which I believe is just helping this compress a little bit more. Because I feel like on some of the hits, I think it was probably hitting too hard, which I assume is what's going on right now. But then we have makeup gain into a soft clip, and then I have two limiters. Um, Using this limiter specifically, I have fallen in love with it, and I don't use anything else besides this limiter, the L4 Ultra Maxer or Maximizer. My apologies, from Waves. I think I got it for like $40. Um, but it has upward compression, which I absolutely love. So instead of like pulling down everything, you can kind of like uh, push this push the bottom up so it compresses upwards rather than like down. Uh, so you can maintain a lot of the peaks. But then if you double limit and don't push the first limiter as hard as you can, you could squeeze out a lot of headroom in that. So I don't gain stage. It just kind of comes down to um, like I'll gain stage on the master if I am coming in way too hot, or like yeah, I'll kind of push down the overall levels of like a specific sound. Most of the time it's impact. Sometimes if I layer too many impacts together, then the compressor has too much of a hard time with that, and that's what quiets it. Um, but yeah, you can squeeze out a lot of headroom with that. So I'm more so kind of like listen to the mix. I get the mix as loud as I possibly can without like, ruining the song, and then I hit it with limiting. Um, yeah, I yeah. What is the song called? I would love to listen to that. Bum, 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 bum. Jesus, I'm scaring the shit out of myself every single time I do that. I'm so confused on what's. The song is "Do My Thing," Mr. Wonky. Honestly, yeah, it's all the Spotify one. Yeah, let me take a listen to it. Spotify. Do my thing. Boom, ba doom, boom. Do your thing. Do your thing. Okay, and you said it was by Mr. Wonky. Um, it may have gotten removed from the looks of it. Mr. Wonky. Let me see if I can pull up your like specific artist. Unless it was. Oh dang. Mr. Wonka Mel. Willy Wonka or Wonka Willy. Wonky Willa. Willy Wonka. That's hilarious. That's okay. I do look forward to hearing your new music. I'll be very curious when you do have a new release. Um, yeah, shoot me a link. I'd love to take a listen. I think that'd be last to hear. Um, do. That needs to go there. Do 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 do. Why does this have bass in it? This does not have bass in it. Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait. Bum 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 bum. I don't know why that has bass in it, but where's that bass? That's toon toon toon. Alright. Do I have a low end problem? Why is this bass not following this melody? That's actually kind of confusing to me. Bum 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 bum. Do you have any formula on layering, like chords and subs? Of like, are you asking of like what I start with first? this is all too high. Gotta drop it. There we go. So sub is something that I do with my basses. Where like I'll kind of, it follows, and so I'll make a loop, like a 4-bar loop or something, and then I'll add in the bass on top of it, because without the bass here, it takes out a lot of I also do a separate sub for all of my stuff.
Holy.
I don't know if you're listening on headphones or if it's, what your listening device looks like, but yeah, so the bass I always do, like, so I'll do well, let me see how I always start with bass first. So like, I don't know, maybe it would be easier for me to make like a quick drop real quick. And we could do something off of this too, just so it's a little faster. So like normally what I would start with is a kick, right? Then a snare. Kick. This is build. What am I doing? Build. I don't normally talk when I produce, so I feel like my hands and my mouth aren't doing the exact same thing. Okay. Don't know what this is. Actually, we could just mute all this. Cool. So build up, build up, build up, build up. So I'll, yeah, start with I always start with the drums here, just to kind of give me a groove. That's kind of an interesting sound with the cymbals and the clap. It sounds more robotic. And then I'll hop into like figuring out a pattern, and most of the time I actually do go to like splice, and I'll grab like loop samples. So if we kind of look at loops here. So then I'd do something like this, but we wouldn't use the entire loop because I don't like how it starts. So let's make sure this hits 0. Oh no. I didn't mean to clear all envelopes. Add a lane for each envelope. Perfect. So then we can just copy all of these, put them here. Do, 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 do. So then do something like this. Blah, blah. And then cool, so then this is like my drop. So then what I would do And I also just want to make sure that, what key is this in? D. So this needs to be raised one semitone up. And then it needs to be on its own channel. Maybe we could put that at the top. So yeah, I'll start with like an idea like this, and then I don't know if this is going to be the lead sound or not, but as of right now it is. So we could do kind of our processing. Throw a little bit of saturation on there, and gotta figure out how to spectrum. Here, I can turn off. There we go for just a second. And I don't have my sidechain. That's why that's all sounding weird. That's why that's sounding weird. Sidechain. Okay, cool. So now we can start kind of layering. And so that's kind of how I go about this is I start with the drums to give me like that groove. And then sometimes I'll throw sometimes I'll start with a bass loop. But I always typically start with a loop because I think the quarter note sometimes gets old. It just kind of default to that. And so that way this keeps it a little bit more fresh when it's adding like a different kind of speed to the overall sample. But yeah, so then I start layering. So then, you know, take this from 2, and then we can find like a cool little one-shot sample. Beautiful, perfect, exactly what I need for this. We can come in here, do spectral, delete this, and let's play with this here and see what. See, so we're gonna drop this 1, 3 octaves, and then we come in and write this on the 1. Oh wait, no, we need to be +3. I went down 3. We need to go up 3. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. But that goes to triplets. Goes to triplets. Cool. So now we could process this further. Keep some of the nodes, and we could trigger this here. Womp 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 womp. then overdrive, of course. And then we can kind of play around with the little spectral settings. That could be cool, because then we could add like a disperser and stuff like that. Oh, I don't have setter 2. Yeah, we got a disperser, and we could just do like some weird. Corpus also. Oh, I was like, what am I clicking? Corpus can give you some cool tonalities to it. Kind of sucks. I need to get my camera working properly, but it's gonna take me a little time to do that. I hope that's not a bad thing. All right, we're gonna. Holy cow. That's sick. Okay, just a little bit of what we have here. We just got OTT, saturator, disperser. Like, that's... Corpus is incredible. I also do spectral resonator sometimes to even add more tonality to it. And then I wonder if we could saturate this again. Did I just come up with a new bass track? That's so sick. EQ. Now I'm wondering if we now we can mess with the... I like this mirror a lot. Let me just make sure that default setting was sick. Spread. Bum 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 bum. Frequency. Bum bum bum. Actually, what if we added boom boop 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 boop? What if we added this? Okay, that would be a cool layer though. We could do that. Why not? Steal it. Put it back in. See, so that goes even harder than the original loop that we had. So then I could probably resample the original loop that we had. Um, Dude, this is so sick. Actually, I think we could just have this be quarter notes. I don't think we have to change anything about that. So yeah, now we have a four bar loop that we can then mess with, but at least we can bring in the sub. And we could add some tonality to this in a minute. Boop. All right, and then bump, 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 bump. I think it'd be sick to have. Oh, this is a drop. I think it'd be sick to have like a fake out. I think that'd be really cool. So we could do like a. I would love. Oh wait, hold on. Drop. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what we need. Fake. Cool. So then. Bring it back. We could do. Because I like this reverb. And then we could bring in an auto filter. I don't even need to. There we go. And then. Bring it in here and. How long can you produce for? After an hour I'm cooked. It kind of depends on how things are going. I get very hard on myself, and I'm also a perfectionist when it comes to a lot of this. Um, so for me, it kind of depends on the day that I'm having. Um, for instance, like right now, just kind of like moving around, trying new things, and I have a cool drop idea. So I could probably sit down for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I'd need to take like a short break or something. Um, I have done days where I produce for 7, 8 hours, and those are very long days, but with a lot of breaks in between. I don't think it's necessarily good for your shearing or for your mental capacity if you sit down and just do 8 hours straight of production stuff, because that cannot be good for your ears, especially if you're on headphones. Yeah, I don't know. And like with the songs finishing, I just like it takes me months to finish songs, and I'm okay with that. Like most of the songs live in this kind of like production area where it has all of the intro, and then you have the build up, and then you have one drop, and then it's the rest of the song that I don't have. But I've been getting better at making second build ups or drops, because you can just steal bases from all this. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't split it. Don't try to rush it. I know some people that can sit down, like I have sat down and made an entire song in one day, but that's with ideas just clicking really quickly, and not getting caught up in tweaking things. And then I'd hop in the day after to tweak stuff, but that's on a very, very, very rare occasion. I want to make. Dude, this is so cool. I think that'd be sick to kind of like reintroduce that. I think the concept was cooler than the idea.
Holy. Holy. Holy.
Okay, and then now we need a little bit of a different timbre. So we can throw this in. Actually, we could probably. Let me see if I can make something with that. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Bum, bada, bum. Bum, bada, bum. Bum, bada, 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 bum. All right, and then come in here. All right, let's get in here. Alright, let's see if we can get some cool harmonics out of this. Hell yeah. This is going to be a little wonky. We will see though. Distort. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I did not realize I was on the wrong screen here. Okay, so we're playing around this here. My bad, my bad. All right, now we can throw in our OTT here. Oh, I thought I was able to grab my camera for a second. I was not. Yeah, OTT, throw that in here. Saturate it up. Corpus it up. I think a plate may be better. And we can frequency shift this and do something weird. Okay, I don't know if I like that all that much. Doom. Yeah, it's the little. You're not going to be able to hear that mid-piece in between, so that's okay. So then we can add in some more spectral resonator. And we could add in a little disperser too. Cool, and then we can mute that too, so poof. Alright, now let's see if we can find some sounds that... That would be sick. That'd be sick. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Ooh. That'd be interesting. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Can I add this underneath it? Because I think this would be weirdly cool. But it has to be the same length as one. There we go. No. Hold on. This is out of... What's happening here? Down one. Stretch. Cool. And now we could just... Oh, come. Cool, and then we can come in here and Corpus. I've been on a Corpus grind for the last couple of times. I've been making drops here, and it sounds sick. Especially the pipe. Get a little disperser action here so you can hear the notes more clearly. And then OTT that shit. And drive it with a saturator. And we don't need the bot. I've been using the I love that. The Convolver and Serum is cool. I have not played around with it too much. I have used like the Growl. I used like the Growl one. What is that called? Hold on. Serum. Yeah, the Convolve, and then I think it's Growlish. Wait, hold on. Let me go the opposite direction. Yeah. Yeah, we'll throw it on here. I love that metal is being introduced to Terra. Like Sullivan King, huge head breaker for that. Vastiv, absolutely love his work. They're incredible producers. Oh, my face cam is off. Yeah, they're incredible producers. I love that because I think it works so well with Step 2 just because they're so heavy. And that crossover is just like, it's nice. It's real good. Maybe we'll throw some Growlish on here. Thank you for bringing that to my attention because I forgot that it existed for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god! Okay, so then this needs some Serum, Growl, and then let's see here. It's just sitting a little too much on the low end right now. That sounds better. I need like a wop. Like just literally just a wop. Wop. Yeah, something like that. Wait a minute. Nope. Dude, let's go. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, that's super cool. I don't really know. Like when I started music production when I was 16, I was like, dude, I want to like, headline, play shows. That's all I want to do. And the more that I have gone about just making things and like doing stuff like this and these live streams, the more I'm just like, dude, I'd love to do this full time. And just like make things. And honestly, like I just really want to connect with people because I know that the music industry, especially the producer industry, is huge right now. And I think that the market is oversaturated with a lot of tutorials and stuff like that, and then a lot of people that are like, hey, offering coaching for a amount of dollars, which I did do a couple sessions, but I just want to give it away for free because this is a creation of whatever the fuck you want to make, and I think it's kind of spoiled in a sense versus how many people are on the internet doing it, as well as like the expectations now of like what you need to have, and like especially with record labels and things like that, not even hitting you up for like they don't hit you up until you have like a solidified following, which is kind of crazy because like they used to be the ones that were helping you do that. Anyways, I just want to make things. So I don't really have like, I think all the goals that I originally had, I no longer align myself with, and so it's more just like I want to connect with people. I want to just make music, make whatever the hell I want to make. I'll be putting it out for sure, but it's not necessarily like a goal of mine, more so just like I just enjoy the art of creating music, and I just want to help as many people learn as possible because I think that would be super dope. I do have like a hard time like working with beginners, for example. That's like something that I am trying to um, break into, and that's one of the big things I wanted to. I feel like when people look at live streams, music live streams, it's like, I need to know what's going on, and I'm like, no, let's hop in if you're curious on how to even work the software. Let me teach you. I'll show you the works. I'll show you the ropes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am really, really interested to see where it takes me as well. I'm along for the ride. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm along for the ride. Ooh, that'd be fun right there. This needs to be blown out. We could also throw serum on here. Or, saturator. That's what I needed first. And then we could do a serum effects. And I'm gonna do the drive. I think a Discord would actually be really sick. Let me catch up. I have not heard any of your music. Like, I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't necessarily think that I'm on a level. I have noticed some things, but like, I think one of my favorite tips for people, with like mixing, is listen to where it hits on your ear. And I was just really high one day, and I was leaning back, and I noticed that when you have headphones on, like the low end hits the bottom of your ear, and then the high frequencies hit the top of your ear. And so, like, if you turn up your headphones loud enough to like be able to feel the vibrations, you can feel which ones are stronger and which ones are missing. And so, if you ever don't know exactly what's going on with your mix, just sit back and pay attention to where it is that it's hitting your ear, and you'll be able to tell very quickly. It does take a little bit to kind of like get to that point where you can distinguish where it is, but if you just do like a song or two a day, for a couple of days, you'll begin to start understanding where that sits. So then when you jump into your music, I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm just like, happy accidents, kind of just find along the way. But that's always been my little production hack. And honestly, I don't, again, I haven't heard your music, but I'm not like turned off to you. I want to honestly collab with as many people as I possibly can. And I think it'd be interesting if we were doing a track like this that was like Alice Dream kind of stuff. But I think that's very possible at some point. Dude, maybe I just do like a yoy. I don't even think I need this like stutter. It just needs to be a freaking yoy. Yoy. And I will say too, if you put yourself off of the mentality of people on pedestals versus where you're at. Um, and unlock a lot more music abilities a lot faster. I feel like once you understand that everybody's just people and we're all just doing this, like, I don't know. So like company. I don't know if you know who company is, but a while ago, I worked at this restaurant and he came in, and like we're in kind of the middle of nowhere in Colorado, but like, he was there for a Red Rock show, and he came in with like, it was me taking care of a party of like 12 people, and I'm sitting there, and 3 people had arrived, so I was walking over, I was taking their drinks, and then as I'm bringing the drinks around, my company come in, and he walks over the table, and I'm just like kind of sitting there, my jaw just dropped to the floor, and I'm like staring at the man, I'm like, what in the world is that? He's like, I've looked up to this dude for years, and he's in the restaurant I'm at right now, at the table I'm at, and so I walked over there, and he sat down, and I was like, holy cow, I get to wait on company, this is so sick, and like, yeah, it dropped off the food and everything, and then I said hello, and we chatted for a second about Portal stuff and doing Portal samples. But like, it was super cool to meet him, and I was like stoked. But it was also kind of like realizing, oh, you're just a person as well. It's kind of crazy. Like, I've looked up to you. Company, Kyle Company. But yeah, I'm just talking with her. I'm like, dude, this is like, it's crazy that I've looked up to you for so many years, and you're just like this dude out enjoying some burgers, and yeah, I just like, whoa, you're just a person. No, I kind of like blew up my mentality of like, I've been like, I don't know, as somebody that I look up to. Yeah, he's so chill. He's so down to earth. He also had a pop up a couple of months ago in Denver, and we went, and he was doing a meet and greet like right outside the stage. But he was just like smiling away. It was awesome. It's just like kind of cool to see him interacting with all of his fans and stuff. And dude is like super fucking humble. It's awesome. But yeah, he's super cool. Just a huge nerd though, man. Just a huge nerd, like we all are. It's just I feel like it's just kind of crazy when their world and your world meet. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, it was a cool moment for sure. Speaking of, let's just use company preset. That's sick. We can OT this. Get some crunch going. Woolly's sick. He looks super chill. I saw him at Red Rocks 2 year ago? Last year, I think, actually. That show was super sick. Ironically, the company was also playing with, he was doing a back-to-back with Level Up, and that was a sick show. Yeah, I think it was Cyclops, Calcium doing a back-to-back, and then Company and Level Up doing a back-to-back, and then Woolly. And that was a crazy show. That was so much fun. That's so sick. Subtronics is super cool too. He is a lot of fun to watch on live streams. And just like I don't know, it's he's just again huge nerd. Just like just his dad just loves it and talks. He's very sporadic, but I relate to it a lot. It's kind of crazy. Which yeah, his shows just look crazy. I've seen a lot of videos, especially with him and Coachella, and like cool remixes. It's so sick. We're gonna bounce this. I've noticed. Oh, this isn't even on. What is this could be something else. Let me jump into my Portal Sands. My weird little. Wait. Question. That's sick. This definitely needs a disperser. Oh, what key is that in? Hold on. This one up. It's too high. Actually, I like that. If you were say if like you could meet one DJ in the entire world, would it be Subtronics? Wooly company? I'm kind of curious. I have a buddy who's like diehard Millennium fan. Um, and he he only wants to ride for Lillian. That's so fun. Like you get a backstage pass to go hang out with this one DJ who's like mainstream. Wait. Snails? Hell yeah. Snails was the first show I ever saw. It was Red Rocks back in 2020. No. 2018. I think I saw him at Red Rocks. He was there. Funny enough, he was there with Sullivan King, who was like just starting, dude. Like I remember Sullivan King's first headline tour that he came to the Ogden was like not like a small venue, but it's not like a massive venue. And then now you see him at Red Rocks and all these other places. But yeah, Snails. They had the left side, make some noise. Every last one of you girls and boys, right side. It was like when that song came out. Actually, I'm curious on when that was. Snails and Frog Bass. Yep, I've heard that one. Sullivan King. When did the song come out? Snail claps, let me go. Snails kill the noise. Yeah, shake the ground. When did this come out? 2018. Wait, is Snails? Am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, it was an F, right? Yeah, that was like right when he was popping up. But that one was live. I gotta see that one live. That was really sick. Monks? I don't know who that is. Why am I typing it in here? Spotify. Monks. Phase one is sick. I actually just saw him recently with Ray Volpe at Mission Ballroom. That was a crazy show. Tynan was opening. Yeah, Ray Volpe was headlining, and then Phase one was also opening. There was somebody else. I don't remember who they were though. I think they were the opener. I don't remember who it was, but Tynan Phase one and Ray Volpe killed it. It was crazy. Yeah, I've been getting into Ray Volpe so heavily. Like even just watching his masterclasses and stuff like that. There's this website called, I I think it's called Sound Teams. Let me actually look here real quick. Sound Teams. Yeah, master classes for electronics. You pay like $20 a month, and you can just sit down and learn from all of these artists, which is crazy. And they also have like, yeah, Spaghetti, Jackwell, Dirt Monkey, Red Pill, Ivory, Code Pandorum. I love some of his music. It's sick. Samplifier, Tynan. Yeah, you got Tynan on there. Ray Volpe. I watched this one. This one's cool. But yeah, you pay $20 a month, and they have like a whole class. Ace Aura. Samplifier's teaching another one. Blank. You have Ray Volpe teaching another one. Infex, Navs. Let me see if they have just all the artists. Yeah, it's sick. So like you can learn from any of them, and they'll have like I didn't watch these ones, but they have master classes where you can sort by music theory, sound mixing, hardware track, business. So you can go to like the business side. I wish I would have probably watched some of these, honestly. I don't really know who any of these people are, but they do have like labeling, publishing, and promotion. You know, how to build your career, 30 years of techno. And you get full access to this while you're subscribed. But yeah, they have some crazy stuff. I think it's super sick. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and also going back to your sample pack thing that you're saying, they like a lot of them use sample packs, but like will use it differently, and like they'll edit samples and stuff like that. So yeah, like Blank, that was cool. But yeah, it's like just a free Patreon. Well, $20 Patreon that you get access to all these.
My name is Blank, and you're watching my masterclass for Sound Teams. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be starting a song from very loud. As it is, don't stop.
Yeah, super sick. So I would definitely check it out. Sound Teams, they're crazy cool. You'll pick up a lot of really interesting things, like Ray Volpe's. This is one of Ray Volpe's techniques. He puts this at the end of all of his limiters. So like once I would turn all of these on, then this would go afterwards. And it's just hard at 18,000 hertz, so it just gets rid of the super high annoying frequencies. He said it keeps it a little cleaner, and if Ray Volpe's Ray Volpe, I'm gonna just be putting it in there. This can go down. All right, peace, dude. Good luck. Um, I'm excited to hear some stuff later in the future. But yeah, have fun finishing the project. I think 2 weeks is a great timeline. But yeah, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for popping in and hanging out in the chat for a little while.
Holy
This is gonna be sick. I think we're gonna just have to make a double of this. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Ba-bum-bum. Um, we get a different lead maybe, or we could try. think that'd be cool. External coming from 37. These need to be turned down a little bit. Actually, let's use a utility. Use a utility on it. Oh, do we already have a utility? Whoops. Not bad. Alright. Yeah, and then we do the second part of the drop tomorrow or Thursday. So we have been going for almost 3.5 hours. That's a very long time. Boom, ba-doom. Thank you guys so much for chilling out, chatting it up. I had a good time with y'all. I am going to call the stream here, and we will pick up this drop on Thursday for the next live stream. I will be back on again next week or on Thursday at 2 o'clock. But yeah, hopefully this is going to look a little different because I kind of forgot what goes into streaming. But yeah, super stoked to be doing this since the series, and hopefully good things come of it. And hopefully I can sit down and hang out with y'all, talk music, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your evening, rest of your week. I will talk to you guys again on Thursday. Peace.